Well, hey, sorry about that, guys. I was just had to go run and grab something real quick. But yeah, guys, what's up? It's Dexter here. Bringing you another 2K stream. It seems I have good luck against Miami. If you want to have a recap of the last game, there you motherfucking go. I had 33 points, 22 rebounds, 23 assists, and then 2 steals and 2 blocks to put the icing on the cake. And look at that shooting. I didn't even have that many turnovers. Usually I get a million turnovers. But yeah, so that was just a recap of the last game. Only a few more games before playoff time, so let's get it. As you know, I always put my mic up to my TV so you guys can hear the audio. So you'll probably hear me in the background. But if not, I will talk to you guys later.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, they're hoping to start turning around their luck. They've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. Dan, coming down the home stretch here. Kenny, for the teams that have already locked up playoff spots, what's more important, home court advantage or well-rested players?
Ooh, I would say well-rested players because that helps the momentum and it helps you fine-tune some of the issues that you might have had before in the playoffs.
Well, younger teams, they really gain confidence from the home court. Sleeping in their beds, eating their foods, hanging with their girlfriends, wives, whatever. Veteran teams, I think they benefit from rest, especially on the back-to-backs.
Yeah, that's about all the time we have. Tip-off approaches. We'll see you later.
Alright, guys, I have to go grab something real quick, so please bear with me for a few minutes. Not that anyone's watching, anyways, you know. Sorry about that, guys. Nobody was watching, so I walked away for a minute. I had to go handle a few things, but I'm back now, and let's get to it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Atlanta will get the first possession. So here's Miami's starting group. Johnson and Waiters are the guard set. Mickey out there with James Johnson. And it's Whiteside in its center. Smith drives in, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Johnson's got the opening basket of the game for the Heat.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big Three era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. As far as the key factor in this game, he said defense is the focus. He said our shot blocking anchors us inside. It's something we can count on. Of course, the rest of our defensive execution is just as important. They have to be in total lockdown mode defensively tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. He misses the free throw.
And you know the nickname DJ comes from his lifelong love of music. In fact, still DJs in his spare time.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Waiters with the stuff.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
Johnson against Schroeder. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
DJ kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
And the rejection by Smith.
And there's a certain art to blocking shots without fouling. DJ with perfect timing.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Shooter kicks to Collins. Smith on the wing. And DJ throws it down.
Late defensive rotation. You must keep an eye on DJ at all times.
On the wing, Johnson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
First one falls for him. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Prince. And both free throws good for Johnson. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Dedmon, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, the 7-footer Dwayne Dedmon was a late bloomer to this game. His mother didn't let him play sports early on, but when he turned 18, though, he decided he wanted to pursue basketball.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And for most 7-footers, the game finds them. Coaches and scouts search out kids with special physical gifts like Dwayne Dedmon.
He's had to make up for lost time, but he made it. Last season, the most consistent playing time of his career. The Spurs coaching staff bringing him up to speed.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Raiders against Smith. He dishes it to Collins. Collins, a screen on Johnson. Schroeder passes to DJ. Collins. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
You know, we preach it all the time. Unselfish basketball. DJ making the extra pass to a wide-open teammate.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Over Bellinelli. Johnson can't hit.
He likes to work that in-between area. Upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Miami trailing. Out to the right wing. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Pass to Whiteside. And it's DJ with the rebound.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. From 13 feet, it goes down.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
It's to Dedmon. Smith outside. Kicks it to Schroeder. Dedmon dishes to DJ. Whiteside. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Johnson up top. Here's Mickey. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Whiteside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
The Heat with the lead. Now here's Johnson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's DJ. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
To the inside. Whiteside, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Center kicks to Dedmon. Smith, the pass to Bellinelli. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Johnson right side over Bellinelli. The offensive rebound. Right side. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Smitty still the most electrifying play in the game, the slam dunk. For your money, who are the more phenomenal dunkers right now in the league?
Zach LaVine is at top of my list.
High flyer, you're right.
LeBron James, Aaron Gordon, those guys.
Antetokounmpo.
Yes. I mean, you talk about guys that are trying stuff that guys don't try in games. Those guys, Russell Westbrook, I love to see more of these guys in the dunk contest. But Zach LaVine right now is the top of my list.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
And stolen by Ellington. There's Winslow. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Whiteside kicks to Winslow. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Muscala dishes to DJ. And that one drops for him. Smith's got 13.
I mean, efficient offense. DJ gets the high percentage look, and that's usually going to result in 2.
Now the pass to Winslow. Right side a screen. Moves back up. It's tipped.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Bellinelli passes to Smith. And Bellinelli kicks to DJ. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Ilyasova sets a screen for DJ. To the paint. To the left wing. Brown is wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Heat trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ellington kicks to Whiteside. The dish to Ellington. Right side a screen. Now here's Richardson. He's covered by Muscala. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Delaney's checked in. Miami with the ball. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Last time they met was in Miami.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They demonstrate a real tenacity on the glass and made their presence felt. We'll see if they can repeat that kind of play.
On the court for the Heat, Waiters and Winslow are the wings. Mickey out there with James Johnson. And it's Johnson in at the point. Here's Waiters. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Kicks it out to Prince. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. DJ's got his 4th assist in this one.
That was a nice screen set. DJ willing to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Heat was a man on a mission. He scored 33 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Schroeder kicks to Collins. Now on the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
One second, guys. Oh, never mind. I'm not looking for something.
One shot, behind the lane.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And pretty much every NBA player grew up playing multiple sports. Smitty, which other sports did you play as a kid growing up? And did you think maybe that would have helped you playing basketball later on?
You know, Kevin, I tried football, and it definitely helped me in basketball because I said, no, this is not for me. So let me put all my emphasis in basketball. Taking those hits, I just wasn't built for that. Then after that, I ran cross country because you had to do 2 sports in my high school to be able to play one. I didn't like that either, but I think cross country really helped me with basketball.
But I can see where a lot of other sports could help with footwork and hand-eye coordination and right on down the line.
Yeah, soccer, I think, is number one. I watched Tony Parker, the way his movement, playing soccer. My son right now is playing soccer. Akeem Olajuwon. I think that's the sport that coincides the best with basketball.
I would agree. Waiters outside. Johnson the screen. Waiters against Smith. Dion Waiters again. Waiters got 14 points for the game.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Dedmon kicks to DJ. Feeds it to Collins. Out to Smith. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And the Heat call time here. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Definitely an outlier game for them. They are usually much more in control of themselves compared to that match.
And so here is Miami to the inside. Mickey, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Prince kicks it over to Schroeder. He feeds it to DJ. Tries from 10. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 21 points for Smith.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Johnson the screen. Back to Waiters. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Waiters got 12 now in this quarter.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Schroeder dishes to Collins. Back to Schroeder. Johnson with the block. Waiters outside. Here's the teardrop. Here's Mickey. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Smith. Down low. Here's Dedmon. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Terrific pass. DJ allows the play to develop, then attacks at just the right time.
Waiters passes to Mickey. Count that one. Mickey's got 6. Atlanta leading by 21. Schroeder kicks to Dedmon. Here's Smith. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Olynyk is checked in for the Heat. Free throw good, DJ. Waiters with the ball. He's got 16. Passes it to Mickey. Poked away. And here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Atlanta making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Down low. Here's Waiters. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. He's got 18.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Plumlee dishes to Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Smitty, what do you think about the super teams being put together? People have complained that it's not right for a mid-market or smaller market team like Oklahoma City to lose a Kevin Durant and go to a team that's already great. What do you think about these teams getting even stronger? Maybe the other teams weakening because of it, and the overall strength of the league then is lopsided.
Well, I think when you look at it, when you watch teams that win championship, they always usually have a big three, some kind of way. But I think now people are looking at it, if it's, I guess, created organically, people are right. But I think now people are saying, how can a guy just lose to these guys and join them? But I think it's still a business, and I think when a guy is a free agent, he has that choice. And you look at Kevin Durant speaking, he wanted to go where he thought was the best place for him to win a championship, where he felt comfortable. It's just that they just lost to the Golden State. That's why I think a lot of people are unhappy.
And not an indictment on Oklahoma City, but I think also, would you agree, Steve, the style of play with the Warriors really attracted Durant?
I think the style of play by the Warriors will attract me right now, and I can't get up in town and run. He likes to shoot threes. He likes to get up, and his offense is probably what he does best. And Golden State Warriors are one of those teams, they do it at a high level. It was a match made in heaven.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Hawks. Wells comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Ellington is subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
Yeah, good box out. Keeps him shielded off and then draws the over-the-back call.
And so it's Atlanta sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
You know, a lot of it is just seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, you know, making a decision from there. You know, I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, you know, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, D.A.
Trust is so big in this league. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, he's one of those guys. When he's being aggressive, officials give him the benefit of the doubt.
Prince out there with Collins, and it's DJ, then it's Dwayne Dedman, and it's Schroeder in at the point. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. DJ passes to Dedman, and as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Hawks.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Clock is at 3. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Here's Schroeder over Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Schroeder. Johnson kicks to Johnson. With the floater, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Atlanta leading by 19. Schroeder dishes to Collins. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Dion Waiters. Free throw good, DJ. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Johnson against Schroeder. Johnson, the pass to Whiteside. Up and in on the layup. Whiteside's got 8 points. Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Well, with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone. The way he goes about defending the rim, it's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And this is the best feeling if you're DJ.
Yeah, Zachary, thanks for coming out to
Hitting from anywhere he wants. The rim seems like it's the size of the ocean.
Johnson against Schroeder. And Waiters has it in the corner. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Right side a screen. Jumper off the screen. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Schroeder kicks to Smith. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Back to Schroeder. They set the pick. Smith outside. Down low, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Yeah, Zach, on 2K, it doesn't let you hear the audio. Like if I just unplug my mic real quick, listen. You can't really hear any of me. You'll hear me in the background. I try talking loud so you can hear me, but I'm sure people want to hear the audio as well as me. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to where you can hear me better and the audio, but for now, this is all I really got.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Here's Waiters, and the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson down low. He's guarded by Schroeder. Johnson dishes to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Here's Whiteside. Kicks it to Waiters. And it's Waiters again missing.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Smith drawn the double team, and it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game. Schroeder against Johnson. Now here's Waiters. 18 points for him. Johnson, the pass to Whiteside. To end the run. That shot is off. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Prince kicks to Smith. Here's Dedmon. He's covered by Whiteside. And Whiteside sends it back. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Whiteside a screen. They set the screen. Waiters dishes to Johnson. Whiteside sets the pick for Johnson. With the shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Hawks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Hawks passing it around. Smith on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. Now the feed to Collins. Here's Prince. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Prince has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
and it's gotten to be an arms race around the league as far as player development. Every year, more teams investing in infrastructure. The Hawks no different. They cut the ribbon on a new 90,000 square foot practice facility this season.
For Miami, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10. And one thing that's different about the Hawks' new practice facility, it's a joint venture with a couple sports science organizations, including Emory University's entire sports medicine branch.
Yeah, Kevin, it gives the Hawks a competitive edge. No better way to stay on the cutting edge than to share a building with those paving the way.
Johnson with the block. And Waiters kicks to Johnson over Prince. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's 8 points for James Johnson.
It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside.
Smith against Waiters, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
Well, this is what happens when you're pushing the action. DJ draws the foul call.
On the night, free throw numbers for him, 9 attempts, made 7.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Atlanta making some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Ilyasova comes in for Collins. And Wells is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Heat, Kelly Olynyk comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Ellington is subbed in for Mickey. And the Heat call time here. DJ really making a difference here.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, the past month has been surreal. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And the foul called on DJ. That's foul number 2 for him. Winslow's checked in for Waiters. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Smith. Shot clock at 5. It's the mark.
Oh,
it's
my
going to be 2
God.
free throws through contact on the shot. It's going to be on DJ.
Wow, they've made every free throw here.
Atlanta's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Smith inside. Ellington defending. Bellinelli with the 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. DJ's got his 9th assist in the game now. And Waiters kicks to Winslow. Now, here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. Olynyk with it. Now, guarded by Plumlee. Ellington from outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Muscala's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Smith. Kept alive by Atlanta. Wells' shot is good.
Yeah, like the edge Wells brings to the boards. Terrific at judging misses and then just pouncing on the board.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. .46 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game, and they'll keep possession. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up, and that one misses. Well, Greg, Justice Winslow had a year that he'd like to forget. His second season in the NBA. Only played in the 18 games before sitting out the rest of the way after a torn labrum.
And we're just happy to see the young man back out on the floor so that he can continue to develop. Always a fantastic defender. And you forget, still a very young player who can round into a contributor, I believe, on offense.
6 to shoot. And Dion Waiters, the bucket on the assist from Olynyk. 20 points for Dion Waiters.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
DJ kicks to Muscala. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
You know, the screen and roll, when it's executed well, a nightmare to defend. DJ runs it perfectly.
Waiters for 3. And no good trying to get that one. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. The Hawks on top, delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
No, Rocky, I didn't see your screenshot.
Head coach mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
They're getting us out of stuff. Take hard cuts. Everything with force. Okay? Come on.
And there's Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to play with a little sharper mind, with a little more intent, with more vigor.
And simply put, it's about reaching another level of intensity. When they're attacking, that's when they're at their best.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. Adebayo is out there with Haslam. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's White. And it's Magruder in at the 2 spot. Well, in the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner 3, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner 3. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But when teams are allowed to play zone, I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Magruder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Dorsey passes to Smith, and there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the dunk by Smith.
If you think he's going to lay it up on that play, you're crazy. DJ with the statement finish.
Pass to Adebayo. Plumlee with the steal. Dorsey dishes to Smith. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And with the new TV deals, we've seen players' salaries and caps certainly skyrocketing. What does that do in affecting relationships among the players, between the players, within a team?
I think, Kevin, when guys are happy, obviously with their salaries, they play better. But I think also it can affect sometimes, just talk about it team-wise. You have a guy that's not playing at the level that you thought he would be playing. Because of the numbers, it's going to be harder and harder to move some of those guys. Then you have a guy that's playing better than a guy that's making a lot of money. He's going to expect, and some of these teams are not going to be able to play, so you're going to see a lot of movement. And I'm back in our day, Kevin, my day, you didn't see that much movement. Because of these skyrocketing salaries, I think now it's going to be more and more movement.
And Steve, with the new deal signed between players and the league, it'll be, I think, easier for teams that have drafted and developed a player now to keep that player and not lose them to more money to another team.
You're totally right. I think guys getting drafted and they can play, they will definitely be there for years and years because they can make the most money with their teams respectively.
Here's Adebayo. Dishes it to White. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit that one. Prince with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. They grabbed their own miss. Dedmon. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Oops.
And the first one at the line is good. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. The one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. Here's DJ. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Off the dribble drive, one of the best ways in this league to get fouled. DJ taking advantage of it.
Smith hits them both. He'd have gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Stolen. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Dorsey, and they pick up 2.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D. Takes it himself uncontested.
Magruder kicks to Haslam. Smith against Johnson. Now here is Haslam. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Smith's running.
This is the result of taking it up strong in the paint. DJ now going to the line.
And the first one drops. Smith hits them both. And the initial rules for the NBA include that 6 personal fouls is the magic number before you're done for the game. It's been this way since, who can remember? But do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls? Or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 would be too much. Maybe if they lower it, that's a possibility. But right now, I think it's 6. Maybe 5, or maybe you can experiment during some preseason games or in summer league. But I think 6 should be the maximum.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that one is good. Smith's got 44.
He just said, hey, put the team on my back, and I'm going to take you the rest of the way.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Magruder kicks to Johnson. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. Here's Magruder. Quite a screen. Shot clock at 5. Haslam, a screen on Smith. Here's Johnson.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
For Miami, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Johnson missing again.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
White the pass to Magruder. And Haslam kicks to Johnson. Haslam a screen on Smith. Haslam a screen. Johnson, that's for 2, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Prince kicks to DJ. He dishes it to Plumlee. Smith the pass to Dorsey. Feeds it to Prince. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Haslam. Johnson against Smith. Plumlee with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Degman. Here's Dorsey. And it's good for 2. Dorsey's got 4 points this quarter.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
The Heat shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Magruder kicks to Haslam. Pass to Johnson. There's the dish to Haslam. White the pass to Haslam. Here's Magruder, covered by Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Shot to stop the drought. Dedmon with the block. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too. Silva is checked in for Atlanta. Malcolm Delaney comes in for Taurean Prince. The Heat also with a sub. Richardson's checked in. Well, you always hear about a player working extra hard in the offseason when they're approaching free agency, or how much truth is there to the idea, Steve, of a player doing more in a contract year, trying harder?
Well, you're here. I mean, you're here teammates. You're here guys, competitors. You're here us analysts saying, you know when there's a contract year for a lot of guys, and you look at a guy putting in a little bit more effort. I think the guy that you respect the most is when they play the same way all the time, whether it's the contract year or the first year. But a lot of guys do ramp it up and make more shots when it's a contract year.
But that's human nature, don't you think? I mean, if you know there's a prize at the end, the harder you work. If there's a big test at the end of the week, you study harder. I would just think that's just human nature.
It is, and I think for instance, the teams and general managers, you have to do your homework to understand the type of player that you're paying for a long time.
Knocked away. Haslam can't get it to go.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Smith against Johnson. Adebayo passes to Johnson. He kicks it to White. Here's Haslam. Miami no good on that time either. Smith outside. Kicks to Ilyasova. Back to Smith. Top of the key, Ilyasova. Johnson against Smith. Ilyasova a screen. And Smith gets double teamed. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Outside, White. And the pass to Johnson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Dorsey. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And he makes the first. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there and it's obvious play, doesn't set the time. You know, because right now, sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. So Sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Hawks. Free throw drop for Smith.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Haslam kicks to White. Good ball movement here by Miami. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Atlanta's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Ilyasova dishes to Smith. And Smith gets double-teamed. Delaney, the pass to Smith. The feed to Plumlee. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Delaney. Cans the shot from the wing.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Ellington kicks to Richardson. Haslam a screen. Richardson dishes to Ellington. And the foul called on DJ. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in the game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years it's over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends. What's the one thing, piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think, first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
Richardson kicks to Ellington. Haslam, the pass to Ellington. Haslam, a screen on Smith for 3. Richardson and the Heat, another 3.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Smith right side. That shot off the mark. The Heat go the other way with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And White kicks to Richardson.
God damn, I need 2 more rebounds.
20 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Smith drives in, and the foul called on DJ.
Of course,
that's his 5th foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here's Richardson, guarded closely. Haslam, and the jam by Udonis Haslam.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Plumlee with the screen. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight.
Look at that score, baby!
That loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be for what they do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Link in the bio.
Fantastic game. Listen, Ernie and the guys want to talk to you at the studio.
Let's do it.
You know the drill.
Ernie and the boys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey, this is Shaq, and just like I called, you went for another double-double. How are you able to get this offense into flow so easily?
Shaq, I don't think I did anything, to be honest. I mean, this team is just so talented, and we just keep that ball hopping around that I just make the easy pass, and then they take it from there. It's really incredible to watch at times, and I'm just happy that we were able to get that win.
I might play another game, Rocky.
Wow, such a class act.
And thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time, and the time after that, too.
I don't know. I might hop on 2K. I mean, I might hop on Fortnite. Alright, you guys. I think I might go play a little bit of Fortnite with my friend Rocky. And then I'll probably come back and play another game and live stream it for the for all the night owls. Because usually I don't usually get to sleep until pretty late. But I'm gonna look at a few things before I end the stream. See, this is why I want to play another game. I want to get to them playoffs and start my playoffs. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to do my playoff videos. I'm gonna make them so. They're gonna be so dope. I can't wait, yo. I'm so excited. Alright, can I put anything up? Yeah, I need to start putting my dude's stamina up more. He needs good stamina to play full games. That's probably going to be what I'm going to use the rest of my VC on, to be honest. So that'd be 1,000. About 4,000 VC. Close to 4,000. Oh, I'm only really going to be able to put it up 2 more times. I don't know. Oh. Come on, please. Did I go up at all in Defensive Player of the Year? What do I gotta do, man? I just had like 5 steals that game. And 3 blocks. Yeah, 5 steals and 3 blocks. Kind of garbage is this 2K? Hold on, I gotta see something. Two steals, or 160 steals, 109 blocks. So I'm probably gonna end the season with something like 165 steals. Or I mean 175 steals and like 118 blocks. If I hold on. Rudy, Andre, Anthony. Rudy, Andre, Anthony. $193 blocks. That's ridiculous. Holy shit. Look at this guy. How is he not in Defensive Player of the Year? 195 blocks and 88 steals. That's one of the top guys. With Anthony Davis. Alright, so what do I got? 160 steals and 109 blocks. How am I not blowing these guys out of the water for Defensive Player of the Year? I better get it. I got so much better stats than them. I mean, we all know I'm definitely getting 2 awards. Russell Westbrook's almost averaging a triple-double too. So is LeBron. But alright guys, I'm gonna go play a little bit of Fortnite. I might actually stream that and then stream some more 2K because yet again I forgot to edit a video. I've been forgetful of late. Please love me, don't hate me. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, you guys know what to do. Please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that little bell, you know, so you guys know when I upload my videos. I'd really appreciate it. You'd be helping me out a lot. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Yeah, right.